Our two cents.
With Oscar.
Welcome back to our 2 cents. We're doing it again here at Raxo Studios with your host, Oscar, at www.r2centswoscar.com, R2 cents on all social media. Thank you for all your support. Please hit the subscribe button. It's free to you, and it means everything to me. It means motivation. It means we can keep this going along. And I say that this every week. Hit the subscribe button. It's free to you, and it means everything to me. Welcome back to the very last week of March. Boy, what a month have we had. From China ramping up the threat of war with the U.S. to Vladimir Putin being on a pedestal now, where he is in the loophole, where the world now knows that he is facing an arrest warrant. Now, what does that mean? I spoke about it a little bit last week. I said that he wasn't allowed in 123 countries. But out of those 123 countries that he's not allowed in, now some of those countries are saying, you know what? He's welcome here. He can come in here and nobody's going to arrest him. And if anybody tries to arrest him, or if there's a threat of him being arrested, we will take care of him and bring him back so that he can leave freely back to where he belongs. That's where we're at today. Oh, and also some of those countries that are saying that they will not arrest him even if he steps foot on their country are also talking about how they want to drop the dollar. They're literally telling their people, drop the goddamn dollar, because in the following month that it comes, it's gonna look bad for the dollar. And it's looking that way. In in February, I was talking shit about the whole world and us being the dollar, the almighty powerful, how lucky I am to be here. Well, guess what? I still feel that same lucky to be here. And it'll be that way. I might eat some of the words that I've previously not predicted. What's the word I'm looking for? Previously shouted, previously spoke about. Now, that I might have to eat those words. But also, I don't regret anything that I said of how mighty powerful it was at one point, and how grateful I am to be in a place where opportunities are endless. Now, the worry that I have is what we've been working for this whole time coming to an end. Is the great reign of the empire of the Americas, is it over? Is it coming to an end? Now, all I'm saying is, to those countries that are already jumping ship and saying, ditch the dollar, fuck them, we don't need them, I hope you're all right. Because if you think you hate the United States of America now, if the United States of America comes out winner on the other end, guess what? Oh boy, you're really gonna hate them now. I'm telling you, you're really gonna hate them. Why? Because remember, people don't forget what you did to them in the hard times. People don't forget. But if you hate him now, oh, buddy, you will hate him probably more later. Or I don't know. Maybe we will hate everybody else equally. I don't know. It's a good question. It's a good question to get an answer to, but I don't know if we'll ever get an answer. I'm worried though. But you know what I noticed? This is the crazy shit that I've noticed. I noticed that people are literally not worried about it. I've been out in the world running errands, working, and going to play. Well, I do DoorDash, right? Well, DoorDash, you get to go in the restaurants where people gather and people order food from, and you're around all these people that are spending some amount of money, large amounts of money, I should say. I don't know about large, but it is a nice area. And where I'm going is, excuse me, where I'm going is that I'm out there running errands and, like I said, doing deliveries and stuff like that and of those nature, right? And I don't see people worried about it. I really don't see people worrying about the state of the dollar, the state of what we're in. Now, I understand why most people wouldn't want to worry about it, because if I'm worried about it, what can I do about it? What am I able to do about it if I'm worried about it? Now, I'm thinking many things we could do if you are worried about it, or even if you're not paying attention, you should pay attention to what's happening now, because I really believe this might be the end of something. I don't think it might be the end of the Americas as we know it and as the rest of the world knows it. I don't think it's going to be the end of that, but I rather think it's going to be the end of something, the way shit is ran. I didn't even know that India in like 2016, 17, they dropped the money. They dropped all the currency of the country. A physical currency, they dropped it. They went with everything digital, just as China has been. Who did it first? I'm pretty sure if it was done in 2016, then that means probably India did it first. I don't know. But the dollar as we know it, it's coming to an end. Now, this is the crazy shit. Now, and we're all subject to it. At least everybody here in the States, mostly everybody. And if you have your cash under your bed, well, then good for you. It's not going to do you any good. Even if I can't get my money out of the bank, it's still not going to do you any good if everything falls apart. So people running out of the bank with all their money, it's a smart idea as long as all that cash is still usable. As long as all that cash still holds some value. But if the dollar crashes, physical dollars are not going to be useful at all. And we're going to end up in a country where we're probably end up using dollars to make, I don't know, anything from like cups, keychains, and shit like that, just like they did in Venezuela. They did that in Venezuela. They actually they grabbed stacks of money from Venezuela, and they were making a memorabilia with it, like, I don't know, birds, cars, I don't know, shit like that. They were making with all that money that it was no good. It was millions of thousands and thousands of whatever coin they have in Venezuela. I think it's pesos. And it's all useless. So even if you have the cash at hand, it's still not going to do you any good. Now, what will probably do you some good is if you have some metals. Gold, silver, you name it. And how inconvenient is that going to be carrying around? Right? Now, people for the longest have tried to predict where we're going in the future, and it doesn't seem like anybody can guess. Nobody can guess where the future's taking us. People can make predictions of where we're going in the future based on what's happened in the past, but they can't predict what's really going to go down. They can they can't really predict. It's just, I don't even know what the right wording is. But speaking of the future, now on TikTok, right? There is a lot of this pages that come along and then claiming to be, oh, I'm from the future. I'm from the year 3000 and I came back to the past so I can have change, so I can have whatever fucked up the future, so I can have it change and let you guys know that you guys are doing it wrong. Well, did you predict the banning of TikTok? Did you? And how come you didn't prepare us for that? We probably could have done something better months ago than what we could do now. I blame all this fucking time travelers that speak about the future that they didn't tell us that we were getting TikTok banned. These people didn't tell us that. I blame them. But I also blame all those politicians that went after that guy, the Shu. I think it's Shu. Anyways, but they went after that guy, right? How the fuck? How are you going to put somebody to question and not give them an opportunity to answer? And the only answers you want to hear is yes or no questions. So how is somebody supposed to defend themselves, right? But the weirder thing about that is everybody is paying attention to what's happening in that, I guess, lawsuit, to TikTok. Everybody's paying attention to that. But are all of you paying attention to what's happening? Or I should say, is anybody following the money is what I'm trying to say, right? Nobody's following the money. And the people that are, they clearly show that most of this, like Dan Crenshaw, right? Where the fuck did that guy come from? Who the fuck's that guy? Anyways, that guy, he comes and starts grilling the guy saying, oh, you think that because we're old, we don't know how technology works? Well, you're wrong. But you don't know. These are the people that were asking for help from us. Is that guy my age? Probably my age. I don't know. It's just frustrating that TikTok has come to an end. It might just come to an end as we know it. We'll see if we can make it through this month with TikToks on our phone. And if you have TikTok, you're probably going to end up having it in an illegal format. And how dangerous is that going to be? Because if it's not in like the Play Store, it's like an authorized sale or something, whatever you want to call it, if you want to view it as a sale. If it's like that, then I don't know if it's really going to be trustworthy and worth you having on your phone. But now, if TikTok gets banned, and we know, like I said, follow the money, and we know where most of the money is coming from, to those politicians that are pushing really hard for TikTok to get banned. Now, if we follow the money, you will see that those people are all involved in the stock trading of Meta, Google, Twitter. All those stocks are being traded under those people's names. And they are heavily invested in having a successful ban on what's eating everybody's lunch, which is TikTok, because everybody knows what TikTok is. And when you ask somebody about Instagram, they're like, yeah, whatever. I know what Instagram is. Yeah, whatever. I know what Facebook is. And, all those people that have been grilling, the TikTok's bad for you. TikTok does this, the algorithm. But Facebook does the same shit. In a different manner, in a different way where they know how to keep your attention span. Now, I feel like we've gotten to a point where the freedoms that we have, they're about to come to an end. And what did I say earlier? It might not be the end of America as we know it, but it is the end of something. Something has to come to an end. I've been thinking about like the war in Russia and what's the deal with Russia and China. And I really don't think trading has anything to do with them. I really believe it has to do a lot with the BRICS nation that they have formed. Because remember, the Federal Reserve does not want another bank, another powerful bank out in the world. They don't. The less powerful banks, the less competition out there for them. And the less competition out there for them, the more control they have over the, air quotes, free market, right? How free is it when, I don't even know. I don't. I'm like to the point where I'm like, damn, am I working too hard for all this shit to crumble? Am I not working hard enough? It's just frustrating, right? It's just frustrating to see that there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. And like I said, I'm out there in the world. I go out, I do things, I still live my life normal, right? And you look out in the world, people are doing the same thing they've always done. They don't look worried. And as a matter of fact, nobody seems to be fucking getting ready for a collision straight up ahead, right? Nobody seems to be getting ready to do that. It just seems like, what are we playing at now? At least in my head, I'm always thinking like, where are we going? What are we playing at? What is this? And it's hard. It's hard to comprehend when you have no education on the subject, right? And that's the biggest threat that we have. Most of us don't have the education. You know what? That's why people aren't paying attention, because they don't have the education on it. And I'm trying to educate myself on the subject so I'm not caught off guard. You know, I wanted my story to be told. There was once a dude that was born in a country that was left out there for dead. And once he figured out that he wasn't going to die like Genghis Khan, that he conquered the world. When times were hard, he invested his money, and he came out better on the other end with generational wealth. That's the story I wanted it to be. I wanted it to be about me. But no, these politicians over the fucking 30 past years of my life, of my existence in this planet, have completely fucked us over. And now I don't even have that opportunity. And I might never have that opportunity ever again. Might never. Maybe never. We don't know. But what to do? Do we generate a plan? Because stock trading is out of the question because the market's going to crash. It's coming. They said something about the 25th and we're already at the 27th. So I don't know. I don't know where this is going to go. So we're just like bracing ourselves for impact. But you know what? This was crazy on Saturday. Saturday's fucking Doordash fucking system completely went down. They have a system where they give you a Visa card where they can pay you, and then they instantly you'll have your payments, which is very convenient, right? You work that day, you get paid that day, and you get to use your funds that day. Amazing. Can't not beat that. You cannot do anything better than offer me that deal. Me being able to use the money as soon as I'm done with my shift. That's beautiful. Until their servers go down. And then you can't even fucking use your own fucking money no more. Until then, which happened on Saturday. Apparently, Doordash servers went completely down and it screwed the whole shit up. And I was in the middle of a fucking payment when it went down and I couldn't make the fucking payment that it was required for me to do my dash, right? And I did the dash. I go to the store, pick everything out, everything gets scanned, and I go pay. Doesn't go through. Now, you made me look like a bum, Doordash. You made me look like a fucking jackass for not having my payment ready. Now, who's going to compensate me for that? Well, tell me who's going to compensate me for that. Nobody's going to compensate me for that. Why? Because Doordash does not give a single fuck about what you go through. Just like they don't give a single fuck giving you like a 3-mile fucking shit delivery and only paying you $2 fucking. $2 fucking DoorDash thinks that's worth fucking paying a 3-mile trip. $2. Well, $2.50. That's what DoorDash thinks the delivery drivers are worth. They're not even taking into account gas, tires, tear and wear, and everything else. They don't even take any of that into account. But then again, you can deny the fucking order. But then again, if you deny so many orders, they start giving you shitty orders. The more you accept, the more shitty orders you get. But in between those shitty orders, they give you good orders. So I don't really know how the algorithm for that works. But it's frustrating to know so many complaints that I have about doing the fucking DoorDash, and nobody's going to resolve them. Nobody. You know why? Because if you call to complain, nobody in America will answer the phones. All those phones are fucking being answered in India. And I don't mean to be fucking condescending or anything. Yeah, you go again. Hey. Condescending. We said it again. Condescendent. Woo! Anyways. I don't mean to be, what's the word I'm looking for? Prejudice. I don't mean to be any of that nature, but you cannot tell me that's not from India who I'm talking to. The heavy accent just gives it away. Now, if I call anybody on the phone out of this country, they'll answer, they'll know I'm fucking American. And are they fucking prejudiced? I didn't think so. So anyways, it's frustrating because no matter what complaint you have, DoorDash there's absolutely nothing they will do about it. Inflation went up, prices went up on everything, food went up, anything that has to do with buying at the store, prices went up. But the DoorDash prices, they all stayed the same. Because what a great business fucking plan to steal. And there's absolutely nothing that nobody could do about it. It's a beautiful thing that they've done. I mean, I'm just angry that I didn't think of it before they didn't. There's so many things that I didn't think before anybody did. But here we are, right? But that's what makes me angry. That's how I live my life. Angry over everything anybody has ever done that I should have thought about. But here we are. We got to use the services that we had to get ahead. And as soon as you feel like you're getting ahead in life, well, guess what? The world came crumbling. Not yet, but it's on its way. I said it once, and I'll say it again. As soon as I get my shit ready, the world was going to come to an end. Wait. Let me back up. We got to get a clip out of this one. I said it before. And I'll say it again. I knew that as soon as I got my shit together, as soon as I got my ducks in a row where I could just aim and knock those ducks down. Damn, try saying that 3 times. I don't even know what I said. Knock those ducks down. As soon as I got my shit ready, as soon as I got my shit together, I should say. Wait, let me back up. I even forgot what I was saying. I said it before and I will say it again. As soon as I got my shit ready, I knew that the world was going to come to an end. That's funny to say. It's funny to say. And you know what? Maybe I caused it. Because I knew that as soon as I started doing this very same podcast, I knew it was going to come to an end eventually. And guess what? Well, I said it earlier. The Americas as we know it, it's coming to an end. Setdo, finito, Nepal. Well, speaking of Nepal, that's French for I don't know. Don't know. Because I didn't say je. It's Nepal. Anyways, but the protests in France, Those are going goddamn crazy. You know what? I remember in AP European history, when I took that class, they taught me a little something about the French Revolution. And all I could think to myself was like, damn, these people are fucking crazy. Fighting their own government over shit. Damn, these people are wild. Those were my only thoughts I was having about those people. And goddamn, those people are fucking admirable. Those people in France, as much as everybody wants to complain that France smells like piss, or France smells like diarrhea, or France smells like dirt and trash. I don't know if that's true. But anyways, as much as people want to complain about France, let me tell you this. What I've seen about with France is the epitome of what we should all be doing to revolt against the governments that we don't agree with. But you know what? Nobody's going to do that. Why? Because this is America, and what we strive for is being fucking lazy and letting our government take care of us. That's why it's never going to happen. Unless all those gone-home Americans from the Midwest and Mid-East, unless those people come together, then you know what? It's going to come down to this very same thing that all those politicians are trying to ban TikTok. How they're doing it, coming together for one purpose, and one purpose being worried about young Americans being influenced by an app. That we have to worry about. But you know what we don't have to worry about is having chemicals in our water. A little chemical got in the river. Who gives a shit? Nobody's going to know. It's going to get diluted with the rest of the water. There's a lot more water than there is of chemical. What are we worried about? Chemicals? They're safe. We use them every day in our everyday lives. Why would we worry about it if we just introduce them into our bodies? Anyway, we're trying to make an inclusive world anyways. And all those is it pathogens? I don't know what they're called. All those things, all those plastics, all those microplastics that get into our food and water, who cares? They're already in there. We can't do nothing about it. People are worrying about the wrong thing. We should be worried about TikTok. TikTok is what we need to be worried about, because we drink water. There's a lot more water than the chemical that we put in the water. So therefore, the chemical is going to get diluted with the water. What are we worried about? A little fucking plant spill some chlorine. I don't know what the fuck in the river. Well, there's more water than chlorine, so it'll dilute. What are we worried about? That's neither here nor there. A little plastic got in the air while burning all that chemical, and we created acid rain. Who cares? Nobody's worried about that. What we're really worried about is TikTok influencing the children. Children do not need to be influenced by an evil communist application. Why? Because they are the problem. Politicians are not the problem. TikTok is the problem. You know why TikTok's a problem? Because look at what it's done to all those politicians in that room. Look at what it's done. I bet you didn't even pay attention what it's done. What did it do? TikTok has made the left and the right agree on something. That's why TikTok is dangerous. That's why we cannot have TikTok around. TikTok needs to go. That was a good clip. I'll see if I can get that out. I wouldn't even remember, but I'll try to remember because it sounded good. It sounded very good. But anyways, yeah. So it is. I am worried that they are trying to silence the voice, but also I know that they're trying to make money, and everybody else is just caught in the crossfire. But everybody talks about like, the cancel no, not cancel TikTok. Everybody's talking about the canceling of the banning of TikTok, I should say. Right? They're all talking about it. But nobody's saying what the fuck is everybody going to do after TikTok's gone? Are we all transferring to Google? I mean, YouTube? Are we all going to Instagram? Definitely not Instagram, because we know that the Zucky is the one that's lobbying against the other platform. Why? What did I say earlier about 10 minutes ago? Eliminate the competition. Competition is not good for business. Just like having another accepted world currency is not good for business. So therefore, we must go at war at this people. This people need to pay for all the sins that they've made. They committed. Commit. Anyways, people need to be held accountable for what they're doing. But we're not going to do it. You know why? Because we are just another brick on the wall. Hey, teacher, please leave them kids alone. But I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. You know what? Part of me, I'm very nosy. Like, I would like to be a journalist that follows crimes that are happening right now and then just reporting on them, telling everybody, hey, there was a shooting over here, so-and-so was involved, police, criminals, and that nature. Or I would like to sit in a governmental office, like not just local government, but like national government, right? I would like to sit there and listen to all the dirt that is happening. But then I'm in danger, because if I spill all that dirt that is happening, we know that we'll end up like, I don't know, per se, the Clinton list. I don't know what that means, but it sounded good, right? I think everybody knows what that means. But anyways, where are we going to gravitate once TikTok is gone? Am I going to just keep my website alive and just have like the two people that have been coming to see my website forever and ever see my website? Have them too? How am I going to get this shit going and rolling if I have a problem with YouTube and if I have a problem with Instagram? Where are we going to gravitate? But I know it's necessary to make these motherfuckers feel what they've done. And what the thought process is, if everybody hates this app, then everybody's going to come to this other popular app. I guess they're not really thinking that if you take this app out, it's just going to create a power vacuum. And you're not in line for that vacuum, Instagram. I don't know how much you know. But I don't know how much I know either, because I really don't know shit. But like I said before, and I will say it again, I tell everybody this. When I tell them something, I usually end up my thought with, what the fuck do I know? I know nothing. I know that I have to go to work tomorrow, regardless of what happens. I know that if fucking all hell breaks loose and shit goes wild, I know that tomorrow I have to go to work. It might not be the job that I have today, but it might have to be another job. But I know that I have to go to work tomorrow. But it is pretty crazy to want to know what are the ins and outs of the world that's happening around you. But if you're not ready for it, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. Hopefully we end up in a good week this week, because this whole last week has just been getting crazier and more wilder. I hope there is a light where things will get better. I hope so. But anyways, enjoy your week, and hopefully we'll talk to somebody during this week, because it's been forever. And we need to talk to more people just to broaden our thoughts. But it is what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our 2 cents with your host, Oscar. Thank you for listening. Deuces.